Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. This is episode 7, where last time we made first contact with the Angaran people. And it's been a super interesting encounter, because they can speak our language, we can understand them, they can understand us. They must be, you know, already well versed in either human culture and language, as we've had some background dialogue from them talking about how they've seen humans before. Realistically, they probably have advanced technology that allows them to translate and know what we're saying, and that we don't have yet, but it kind of apparently works two ways, or they're able to just... they've learnt our language so they can speak it. Who knows? We haven't actually got a codex explanation for that yet from the pieces that we've got, so we're going to find out. We're going to endeavour to find out more about that, but it is really quite cool, and you know, it piques my curiosity to find out how we can communicate so efficiently and so effectively. But I think we've got these guys to thank. I think they're already, you know, technologically very comfortable and advanced in this galaxy. So instead of having to go through, you know, any communication issues, it's been actually quite easy, even to the point where I don't even know how the Archon is able to communicate to us, because we got, you know, we were navigating into this area to get to the next vault, and we were trapped mid hyperspace flight by the Archon and the Ket, and the Archon spoke to us, which blew my mind. So either the Archon is also learning human communication and has been able to establish that communication. We're just gonna have to find out. That's the thing that I'm kind of holding on to at the moment, that fascinates me, because not only is it kind of first contact for us with multiple species in this game, we are having first dialogue, first communication, and that's magical. We're gonna push forward. We're gonna return to the Tempest today to continue. We need to find someone, and we've got a new teammate whose name is I think it's Jarl. We've met Ephra. I'm just trying to go back just to see if we've gotten information yet. I think it's, hang on, it's a crew like no other. Yeah, Jarl Amadurav. We got a new species in our team, so I want to take him with me because he's brand new, and he fascinates me, and I can't wait. So we've got an Angaran on our team, so I need to really think about what I want my team to be on my squad. We've currently got Drac and Vetra, and I might do Drac and Jarl. That might be cool. Bit of a boys' club. Bit of a boys' club in space, for a change. We'll see, because I still haven't decided if I want to be getting a bit romantical with Vetra either. It's all up in the air right now, but it's all very exciting. I'm really enjoying it. Let's talk to Avella.
Stars above, it's you.
It is me.
I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you. You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life, why did you do it?
Let's flirt with the first Angaran that we have a conversation with. Okay, fuck it, new galaxy, baby. There are no rules.
For the chance to meet someone like you. Looks like it already paid off.
Are all humans as quick with words?
You'll have to find out.
I suppose I will.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avella Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
This is cool. I mean, you can check the history of my repository if you want, Avella. We'll see how we go. We know about the Ket, and you call them the Ket too, so I'm curious about that. Let's just say not much. Clue me in.
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people. Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over Havarl. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on Havarl just contacted me with a new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough. Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask, but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
Okay. They also call it the Scourge, they call it the Remnant, and we have the same names for everything. I don't know if that's an oversight, or if it's just, like, trying to, like, simplify or make things convenient, but I'm struggling with that at the moment. That there's these universal names for things that I thought humanity had named. But the Angarans are just like, yep, we called them the same thing. That's a weird coincidence, right?
I don't think Ephra would be too happy with this arrangement.
Ephra doesn't have to know, and if he finds out, he can direct his anger at me.
It takes guts to stand up to him.
I'd face worse to get a piece of our history back.
You're trusting your history with an outsider?
I know what people say about you, but I don't agree. I think you're here to help.
I am.
Now's your chance to prove it. You want to earn Aya's respect, right? Recovering our past will go a long way.
Okay.
I've always wanted to give archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Getting a closer look at their face as well, because I brought up this observation at the end of last episode, talking about, you know, the 2 eyes, 2 legs, 2 arms, very typical alien nature thing, and like a human type mouth and teeth, and even getting a closer look at her face, I realized even our noses are similar. It's curious, and I wonder if that, I just wonder if it's intentional to the point of having some similarities, like some basic similarities like that between humans and Angarans. I don't know. Otherwise, it's just convenient, lazy design for a new alien species for them to be so similar. But like, they are, despite the fact that they look alien. They've got a lot of human-like features about them, which is it's just bizarre. And this is getting so deep into things, because this is a continuation of my rant from the end of last episode. Just briefly, is at the endless possibilities of another universe, another species, and this actually, I mean, sorry, not another universe, another galaxy, another species, and this is limited to our own galaxy. When you talk about, like, contact with Turians and Asari and all that kind of stuff, it's really interesting how the way that humans communicate with a brand new species, like, we flirted with an Angaran, and they kind of are aware of, it's very interesting how they're aware of our way of communication, because humans sometimes struggle to pick up sarcasm in other humans, you know, and we're both human, but then we're talking to an alien species and we're flirting with them, and they're receptive to it, they know what it means. It's a nitpick, but it's not a complaint nitpick. It's more of just like it's just so interesting to think about it on that level, because when you want to get really into like the nitty-gritty of entering a new galaxy and making contact with a brand new species, the mind races with all of the possibilities and the questions and the and all of that kind of stuff. So we're getting a lot of convenience in our communication with them, and I can't wait to learn more about them, because it is that fascinating. And when there was that brief mention that it was like, oh, how do you know about this and that? I was like, oh, I was hoping to get some background information, but then they only spoke about the the conversation we just had with Ephra. There you go. The Angaran-made spacecraft is capable of making extended interstellar voyages. Give us some of your technology. Maybe the Angarans, because they're so advanced, have been to the Milky Way. The Milky Way! And they've studied us. And we just don't know about it.
Ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Maybe.
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Oh, yeah.
You ready to go?
Yes.
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
What a beautiful, earthy-looking sky.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
Okay, so they have translators. There you go. So they just made a very casual reference to it. You know. So do the translators work? Why are we all against each other right now?
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to... just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jarl has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jarl?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jarl?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jarl's told me about these two worlds, Havarl and Voeld.
Before the Scourge disaster, Voeld was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect a remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists. Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jarl wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Jarl, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
Okay. Haven't had any vid calls yet. That was not how I thought that was gonna go. We just skipped to him just chilling over here and everyone being like annoying. Like, come on, guys, what the hell's going on? He's like, yeah. Why do we have to do this? We're off the planet. It's like, because if we do this, we'll get the help of the Angarans. Duh. Alright, we got some more Angara codex entries, so let's have a look. So we've got the Rokar. As dangerous cousins, ruthless and single-minded, the Rokar's propaganda describes their intent to drive all alien invaders, both Milky Way and Ket, out of the Helios cluster. The Rokar were founded by Aksul, a charismatic Angara who once studied with the Mashai. Jarl explains that Aksul was captured by the Ket and held in a forced labor camp for over a standard year while the Resistance could not risk a rescue. Though he survived, Aksul was embittered against the Resistance and alien life. Upon his escape, he recruited young Angara and disaffected Resistance members into an independent force named after fearsome soldiers from Angaran mythology, the Rokar. The arrival of the Nexus, portrayed as further invaders by Aksul, provoked the Rokar past breaking point. They are now engaged in full-fledged guerrilla operations against all non-Angaran inhabitants of the cluster. But the Angaran Resistance officially disavows the Rokar, but family and political interconnections complicate any organized opposition to them. So I guess we'll be fighting those. If they've declared they've engaged in guerrilla operations. The Resistance, so the arrival of the Ket stunned and then divided the Angara. So they arrived 80 years ago. So again, there was no Scourge, there was no Ket while we're on our journey, and only like recently, like within a century before our arrival, the Ket arrived and started fucking shit up. Okay, so the Ket also arrived from outside the galaxy as well. So far the only native species we've discovered to Andromeda is the Angarans, and then we've got the technology of the Remnant left over. Okay. As described by Jarl, infighting was used as a means of conquest by the Ket, but the presence of a common enemy eventually galvanized the Angara to work together. The various resistance groups merged into the organized Angaran resistance roughly 5 years ago under Efred D. Tashav's command, supported by prominent families and determined to stop their Ket oppressors. The Resistance's headquarters are on Aya. For security reasons, neither Efra nor Jarl will provide details of the organizational structure, but it can be assumed there are multiple independent cells across the cluster. Many non-Resistance Angara support their work either logistically or financially. The Resistance specializes in assassination, sabotage of Ket facilities, deployment of supplies to besieged populations, and the rescue and rehabilitation of Angaran prisoners. Many members of the Angaran Resistance have joined up with the Nexus Militia, enlisting Apex support for their missions. Some senior officers have opened treaty negotiations with the Nexus. History. Let's fucking go. Here we go. Many historical records of the Angara have been lost, but what survives tell the story of how ancient Angara achieved spaceflight. Eventually they settled on 5 separate garden worlds, including Voeld. The Scourge struck in approximately 2400 CE by our calendar. So, okay. What's the time period? 2185 was the... 2185 was when we left, and it's 600 years... 630 something years later, so it's... It's 2000... Was it 2700 and 2719, I think, is where it is at the moment. So the Scourge has been in the galaxy for about 300, like approximately 300 years. And then the Scourge only arrived 80 years ago. So the Scourge and the Ket are not connected. Gotcha. So the Scourge struck at approximately 2400 CE by our calendar. The phenomenon devastated the Helios cluster. So halfway through our journey, everything started going wrong. It destroyed many Angaran cities and sent their culture into a decline. This dark age lasted for over a century before the Angara began to adapt to the new conditions in Helios. Eventually, the disparate Angara regained spaceflight capability and re-established contact with one another, but the isolation had fostered separate cultural, political, and spiritual blocks. The Angara struggled to find common ground. And then this struggle was ongoing when the Ket arrived 75 years ago. The Archon exploded their disparity and began a brutal conquest of the Helios cluster. Ironically, as several Angaran historians point out, a common enemy provided the impetus to unite. Today, the Angara continue their efforts at reconstruction and resistance. Okay, so we've had codex entries and stuff pointing out, or like giving us history on the Angara and the Ket specifically. It's very interesting because I guess the Milky Way's entry point into the Andromeda galaxy was to the Helios cluster, and then the Ket have also chosen this same cluster to come to instead of... I thought that the Ket would kind of be, you know, local residents, maybe like studying stuff, or maybe from another part of the... I guess the Ket could be from another point in the Andromeda galaxy, because we're only exploring one little segment of it. So many questions. So many questions. We've already done the black hole before, but I think they've got other things. So, continued observation has shown interesting interactions between the black hole and the Scourge. There is evidence that some of the Scourge's mass is being drawn into the black hole, causing continued currents in the phenomenon. Our scientists have suggested that without the black hole, the Scourge phenomenon might have been even more hazardous. So the black hole is like keeping some of it at bay. Alright, so we've got some history there from the Angaran stuff. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that specific codex segment because I want to know.
Still compiling my first impressions, but even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait for my first session with Jarl.
Try not to scare him away, huh?
Let's get our strike team missions out of the way. Let's see if we got any successes. Nice. I'm expecting a failure. And I was right. God damn it, Papa. What's their 50% chance of success? I'll take those odds. I need more strike teams though. I need some Angaran strike teams at this point. Gotta get my minerals, dude. Actually, I just remembered I got one success mission, so I need to get my... I need to do my loot boxes. Claim all my rewards, please. Got a new assault rifle, bunch of credits and minerals. Cool. Let's ask what everyone thinks of Jarl.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Okay. Let's put on Alien. Let's get Jarl to watch Alien.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Okay. Get a movie library download from the Nexus. What a mission.
Pathfinder. Hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
I can't even say yes to that.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
Everyone has the training, but this job is all new every day.
That's probably what the Nexus is counting on. That our skills fit together to make it work. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I know it, bruv. Can you put your stamp on a project? Oh, just build Liam's research project. Okay. He just wants some armor. He wants some armor.
So, Jarl.
Oh, he's in here.
So,
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
Yes, we are. So are you.
And you're alien to us. So there. We have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I do not.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
I take it if it's not a love heart and it's a two people conjoined twins symbol. Friendship? I don't know. There's only one person who can take apart this ship and run calibrations on it, and they're 600 years dead and in another galaxy. So, it's not happening, Jarl.
When we have downtime, I'd love to watch you work.
Sure. I could show everyone.
No. Just us. So we can get to know each other better? Or just share a hobby?
Oh, of course.
Good. Good.
Okay. I'm not sure what the symbol wasn't the love heart thing, but it made him run away to the other side of the room. He's like, ah! Get away! I'm gonna keep talking to you, though.
Yes?
Yes? Yourself.
What's your story, Jal? Tell me about yourself.
Yes.
Why?
Well,
I want to know.
why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
Okay.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
That's interesting. Thank you. That's enough. Until we've established a better trust with each other.
Okay, bro. I've made the first move. We got a codex entry about him. So, Jamal Ahmadurov is a trusted member of the Angaran Resistance. What he's made available is he is a middle child of a large and prestigious family. He was raised by multiple mothers, apparently customary for Angara, listening to tales of his family's heroic deeds and scientific discoveries from a young age. At 16, he followed in his grandmother's footsteps to fight against the Kent, joining the organized Angaran resistance as a tracker, scout, and extremely skilled sniper. In time, Jal established himself as Ephra's trusted lieutenant. Though I only have a small baseline for Angara, voice stress and body language analysis suggest Jal feels familial pressure to achieve his own heroic status. Jal himself says only that everyone needs their own story. Love that. Everyone needs their own story. This is my story.
I need to talk to you. About something private.
Memory fragments.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. I ran across another memory fragment. Dad made Sam for Mom, to cure her. I knew that was part of it, but...
You didn't know it was the driving force.
He gave up everything trying to save her.
You didn't realize how important his family was to him?
I guess not.
Maybe that's what he wanted you to see.
Okay, so every time we do get a new memory fragment, we can talk to our Asari therapist about it.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
It all started when my dad never told me that he loved me. And then Lexi is hearing us out, which is nice. We have something about PB.
Gaia has so much biodiversity and the waterfalls.
Just like Sirkesh.
I don't know where... Hang on, I'm going to see where PB is. PB is not here, because PB has something going on in the journal. PB's... Oh, check my email. Hang on. Let me just check my email. I don't have to talk to PB. Let's have a look. Alright. From Liam. Got a plan. Come by when you've got a minute. Got an idea. I want to run by you. I think that's the movie night. Communication from Jarl, Pathfinder Rider. A manifest of items I've brought aboard your ship. Okay, let's have a look. Blankets and bedding in the event your unfamiliar alien bedding is insufficient or uncomfortable. A small number of personal projects. These are bits and pieces of Angaran tech and weaponry. 25 jugs of nourishment paste. This will need to be replenished regularly. Armor, including my 2 Rofjin. Unknown. Alt, cape, suspenders, and equipment to repair them, vials of salves, creams, and perfumes. You can provide your science officer with a list of ingredients if that is required. I've also brought my personal weapon, a Ket rifle. I've been issued an Omni tool, which I'm currently calibrating. I hope the list is compliant. The Brothers McCoy from Nigel. Dear Pathfinder, my brother Dash was my best friend. It still pains me that he's gone, that we won't build the future here in Andromeda together, but knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name, and hopefully he or she will become my new best friend. My sincerest hopes accompany you and your team. See, why don't you keep the pendant, ask me to get the other half of it, and then have that pendant, go with your family when you, continue the bloodline. But that's fine. Rem tech. Let's have a look. Thanks to that remnant storage from the EOS Vault, all I need is one particular piece of Rem tech to complete my project. My scanner located what I need on Voeld. If we have a chance, can we go find it? Okay. I'll acknowledge that. Recover the Rem tech from the remnant site on Voeld. I wonder if, the sort of, Ket, remnant, Scourge, all of that kind of stuff, the terms that we've made is stuff that the Angaran people have sort of taken in through our translator and then just decided to utilize those terms with us for convenience. It's the only logical reason I can think of that we would have these, shared terms. That's what I think anyway. Probably just for convenience's sake.
Bridges 4, engine rooms aft, med bay starboard. Smart stuff up front, powers in back.
Okay.
I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
I don't think she's kidding.
You'd let a bone-faced blowhard like that deprive you of my scintillating company?
That blowhard hates you now. If you're not careful, he might deprive me of your company. All right. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
The flirting comment is highlighted again.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to flirt with PB.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
She's kind of like too childish, I think.
Ah, there you are. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Oh, well, we can flirt with old mate Gil Brody. And now what, Gil?
Now that you got me, what are you gonna do with me?
You've caught me off guard. I'll have to give it some thought.
Got no wit, do you, Gil?
Task list. See me if you want some suggestions.
I'll be sure to do that.
So forward.
Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la.
No, I wasn't.
It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Alright, Gil.
The Angara was super curious about the ship. A few were pretty bold. Asked me questions.
What do you make of them?
They know their shit. Quick-minded, sharp. They'll make good allies.
Okay.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Good old Gil. Alright, where's Cora? Cora's chilling down here.
That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a cat.
It's damned lucky there was a path through the Scourge right there.
Yeah, we can't count on ever being that lucky again. So, what else is new?
Goodbye.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Not liking that attitude lately, Cora, or the rest of my crew for that matter. Friendship ended with my whole entire crew. Me and Jarl are best friends now. Where is Vetra? Drac and Vetra over this way. And Sam's over here. We'll get everyone's updated opinions on what's happening at the moment, and then we can have a look at where our next destination will be.
Old man.
Strong, honorable survivors. Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy. Do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
I'm right here. But that's fine. Drive core noise. No need to panic about the drive core noise this morning. Just a stress test. There's nothing wrong with an 0500 wake-up call. Profanity deleted by Infoboard VI. You're welcome. Liam. Adjective verbing nouns. Gil. Go fuck yourself, Gil. Liam, if the VI learns to censor all language, I'm making you reprogram it. Educational, in a way. Notes from the last fire drill. Liam's new evacuation plan cut 22 seconds off our best time. Drac, we need a solution for you, Viz ladders. PB, you're dead because you were 2 minutes late to the evac point. I live in an escape pod.
Hey, kid.
Nothing new.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Okay. Vetra.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Damn it.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Put like an exclamation point over their heads or something if they have new dialogue. Simplify it for me, please. Now, apparently, if we go into our wardrobe, I missed this part, we can actually, which makes sense, we can customize the colors of the outfit. So I can do this, which is much nicer. I'm going to do this instead. Because I miss my N7 outfit. Oh, damn it. It only does the red accents on the... Damn it. I thought it was going to change the patches as well. Alright, for consistency's sake, I'm going to take it back to blue. For consistency's sake, I'll take it back to blue. That's better. That's better. There we go. Alright. Oh, Pyjack's in my room. What's up, buddy?
How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on Aya, huh?
It looks wise, and those are tool-using paws. Are you sure it's not more intelligent than us?
So I'm trying to look at the, if we can see the brands on the alcohol. So we've got pink gin, pink marble gin. We've got a drink that has a mass relay as a logo on that bottle, and then that says synth something, which is whiskey, something whiskey gin, and a mass relay logo on that bottle, which I don't know what that is. That's cool. Who's going to be the first squad mate in my bedroom? We will have to wait and see. Alright, no one's down here. So in our journal and our long list of stuff, we've got things to do. So we've got Voeld, which is meeting the resistance. We've got scientists on Haval. So we can do either or right now. PB's got stuff to do on Voeld. Liam wants armor, which I could probably look into doing. PB wants to go on Voeld. I gotta locate the planet mentioned in security footage. Crash site on Haval, resistance leader on Voeld. Helios assignments, Tempest. Get a movie night going. Craft the Pathfinder chess piece. Okay. We got stuff to do. I think maybe I'll do Voeld first, because that'll help us get the... We can do PB's task as well, so it's sort of... two birds, one stone mentality. And we've got to do both of them eventually, so I think we'll do that. While I am here though, I'm going to see if I can craft this armor for Liam. So let's go research center. I guess it's development, armor. Is there a... Just wondering if it's an actual thing. Oh, hang on, we got to research it first, right? Research armor. Is it Helios then? Oh, we can research Angaran armor. That's cool. Angara helmet. Yeah, that's cool. What am I researching, Liam? Access to the development screen under this. Oh, development under special. All that was required is reading. Development. Special items. Okay, there you go. So you need materials. We already have that. Diplomatic effort. Craft. There you go. Liam. Alright, talk to Liam in his room on the Tempest. Okay, so I guess he's moved now and gone back to his room. Okay. Let's go have a chat to Liam.
Liam, I signed off on that project.
That's great, Pathfinder. Jarl and Maldarov, we got our gear.
Costa? Ryder?
Okay. Shirtless boys! I feel overdressed.
We don't technically have uniforms, but this is a little casual.
Just convenience, swapping armor. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no.
Why? Is it religious?
Wait, what?
It's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Where is this going?
I thought this was about armor. Are you deliberately trying to offend Jarl?
Of course he is.
That's the point. Asking stuff diplomats leave out. Armor for answers.
My turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
He's also not wearing pants. He's also not wearing pants. I thought it was just shirtless. We just got to see Jarl's cheeks. Double cheeked up on a Tuesday morning. Yeah, what the fuck, Liam? What happened to you? I'm confused.
Jarl's technically an emissary. There's no way this kind of questioning would fly with his superiors.
He won't tattle if that's what you're worried about. This was between us. We were joking around and realized we didn't know how to insult each other. Or how not to. Some things are so ingrained they're invisible. We didn't even know the warning sign, so we got it over with. Now we won't do it accidentally. Like when we're trying to negotiate an outpost. Enough of his people want to shoot us now.
I wanted to intentionally offend him so I could learn how to not offend him later. Yeah,
Okay, I kind of get the intent. No harm, no foul.
If Jarl was offended, I'd be on the floor. I'll take that kind of honest any day. We have a lot to learn. That's part of what our team is for. Better now than when people's lives are on the line.
Okay, interesting.
Pathfinder?
Pathfinder?
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I know it, bruv. Alright, that was an interesting little thing. Yeah, that was an interesting little thing. Let's go to Voeld. And then we'll we'll get back on track. We'll get back to exploring.
Anomaly detected.
Okay, so the Anoan system. Let's take a look at these anomalies.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Huge mineral deposit, laddie. Let's go have a look. What we got? Beryllium. Beryllium. Alright, let's have a look at what else is in this system. The planet
Anomaly on sensors.
Obeiro. Obeiro. Primarily composed of iron, but mountains rich with less common materials, metals, dot the landscape.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Graphite. We're going to be able to supply the Nexus with a lot of pencils. Okay, so planet Aya, Myrov, Sunsesiol, Fetvun. Okay. The Angara have established a research station on the boiling toxic surface of Myrov, but it appears unmanned and in danger of destruction. Okay.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Satellite detected.
Ooh, it's a Ket satellite. It's well concealed low in Sansesio's orbit, doubtless designed to observe Angaran activities in the system. Disabling it permanently is a simple task. Cool. Oh, that's the asteroid. Yeah, over here. Voeld. Okay. Every century, Voeld's orbital path takes it dangerously near a stretch of scourge. It appears to be bleeding atmosphere as a consequence. That's cool. Okay, let's back out. We got a whole bunch of systems that have opened up. Fuck yeah. Okay. Wow. I was expecting like maybe like 1 or 2 little systems to open up. We've got a bunch. So Voeld is over here. And Haval is over here. Cool. I want to know how big this is compared to the rest of the galaxy. I wish there was like a like another zoom out option. You zoom out, you see the Andromeda galaxy in its entirety, and then you see where we are in the Helios cluster. I want to look at that. I want to real quick. I want to get a sense of scale for the Helios cluster as a whole. Helios cluster compared to Andromeda, I suppose, is what I would be looking for. I guess it just comes up with pictures of the star map, so I guess I'm not looking at that in full because I don't want to see what's on the map itself. Andromeda Galaxy is huge. Yeah, I wish I could see like in the game itself like a comparison. I can't easily find something like that. I just want to know like, because it's just one cluster inside a much larger galaxy, I suppose. I'm going to check out these other systems, so I'm going to run through them, and then if there's anything kind of cool that pops up, anomalies or otherwise, we'll see what happens. But obviously there's the 2 systems that have our actual main missions, so I'm assuming that this is just going to be stuff that we can scan. There'll be resources, there'll be anomalies, but interestingly enough, the Pytheos system as well, I guess it's pulsing because we've got an outpost on there and it's one of our, settled worlds. I'm not sure if it means that there's, and same with the Nexus, I guess it's just showing that there's stuff to do there. But I'll check out the rest because it's better to just navigate these new systems when they pop up, and we'll see if there's actually anything special that's in them.
This is home. Our ancestors came from this system, from Havar. It looks so small from here.
I'm picking up something.
Okay, so out of every system that we've checked, the last system is the only one that actually has lore. The Haval system is where the Angarans came from. There we go. So we got some cool information. This is their origin point.
Probe away. I found something.
Cool. Comet Dawnstar Platinum Deposit. Cool. We managed to freeze a comet. It no longer moves in space. Okay, let's go meet the Resistance.
Is the heart of our war against the Ket. I once took part in an attack on one of their bases.
Sounds like fun.
It was desperate. We won, but only barely.
Why did he say it sounds like fun? They're literally in the middle of a war. Sounds like fun, dude.
Bundle up, people.
I'll stay on my nice warm ship.
Okay. So inappropriate for Ryder. It's just like, yeah, that war you're going through, fun. Voeld is a world going through an ice age. Once packed with dozens of major urban centers, most of Voeld's Angaran population now lives in scattered settlements. The remains of vast ancient cities are still entombed in ice. So it's a stronghold of the Ket. Caution advised. Landing. Let's go. I am fine with that. I'm going to try this Remnant Cry Gauntlet. So, oh, actually, it does less damage. Less melee damage, but it's ultra rare. It's an adaptation of a Remnant hand tool. So, the Omni tool forges a gauntlet, snap freezes an enemy with a flood of supercooled subatomic particles. If it's got a freezing thing, actually, I might use that. I'll use that and see how I feel about it, because that could be kind of cool. Now, in terms of squad, I'm going to have Drac with me. And there it is. There's our full 6 squad. I'm going to have Jarl. Easily. Easily. There you go. Was that a hard decision? No, it was not. Jarl and Drac.
We designated this planet Habitat 6. Original readings suggest that it had a breathable, nitrogen-rich atmosphere and oceans of H2O.
I take it that's no longer the case.
All H2O on Habitat 6, Voeld to the Angara, is ice. And those oceans, frozen over completely.
There goes the dream of a seaside property.
So this is Habitat 6.
That's a pretty intense blizzard.
LZ is on the windward side of the mountain. Conditions are bad. I'm tracking gale force squalls.
Chill, Susie. Chill. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Oh, well, that's good. Are we about to go? Yep. Oh, we're not gonna fall through it, are we? Another happy landing.
We're good.
Thanks, Carlo.
You sure? Want us to get out and push?
Very funny, Ryder.
Call me Joker, apparently. That's my squad. Cool. Cold environment. Hazard level 1.
Oh, Suvi wasn't kidding about the cold.
Let's see. I think I want to chuck on this one. Meet the resistance. Meet the resistance. There you go. Oh yeah, scanning minerals is still a thing. Memory triggers. Oh god. Okay. There's more monoliths, so this will be getting into the vault, I suppose. We'll like align these 3 monoliths, and then it's probably in the middle. Okay, well my life support is fucking going down.
Secluded, blizzard provides cover, great for a hidden base.
Step carefully. Ice and darkness. Deadly combination.
This is an impressive setup. A functional base on an ice mountain.
We're a strong people who are only momentarily burdened.
I was wondering if the lights were going to be a heat source. Oh, this is a heat source. This is going to be. Yeah. Is this a heat source?
Heaters straight on. Any squishies need to warm up.
Warm your quads, Drac.
We'll need to talk to Commander Anyik when we arrive.
What are you doing over there, Drac? Come warm the quads. Get them over here, okay. Solar heater. Source of artificial sunlight to recharge Angaran physiology.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
We'll be fine, Sam. We've got solar heaters. And crew. Hello, boys.
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
I mean, it pops up on screen, man. You don't have to tell me.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Sam's going to say this every time we go in and out. Yep. Commander Hecht.
Back away. Don't care if you're Jarl's pal. This shuttle is none of your business.
I'm gonna scan it though. I'm gonna make it my business. Resistance cruiser.
Fuel pumps, fuel lines, hydraulics, all looking good.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
Hey there, Explorer.
What's up?
Who knows how much time we have?
Am I interrupting anything? I'm gonna read this data pad right next to you if you don't mind. Low supplies. Translated from Shalesh. Solan, yes, I'm aware of the dwindling supply situation. The supplies meant for the resistance had to be diverted at the last moment, so we never received them. We'll get the next drop. I'm taking care of it myself. Olisk. Shalesh.
Anyek is wasting time. We should be out there looking for Michelle.
Michelle's dead. You saw the explosion.
Follow the exclamation marks instead.
Give me a double dose of summer.
That's me.
A double? Are you? That human is a Pathfinder fighting for us. Have some respect. Yes, what is it?
Did Joel just step in for me?
About on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be talking to the commander?
I'm Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative. From...
Wonderful. You're from far away. Do they have magical healing where you're from?
Nothing more advanced than what you have?
Then where you're from is useless to me right now. Stand over there.
The commander said the alien wanted to help. What we needed. The emergency caches, maybe.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded. There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reshoot.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. Restrained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
There's no time to waste. I'll help with whatever you need.
Supply crates are stacked by the wall over there. Directions to the caches are with them. You have a vehicle?
Of course.
Good. Get going.
Alright, mate. Okay, so also translated from Shalesh. Commander Dozil, we need more recruits for Haval. The Kett haven't reached the ruins, but their attempts on the capital have been bolder. I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out. I know you're stretched thin right now, and I heard about Arjan, so I'm sure this is a difficult time for you. I wouldn't contact you if it weren't urgent. I'll be in the field. Reach me by comm at your earliest convenience. Captain Rowe. Pavoa, Mother. I hope you and Lavala are well. Little Fallet must be a handful by now. Mother, something happened. I sent Arjan on a mission and he didn't come back. He's not coming back. His officer tells me he fell protecting his squad. This is my fault. He should have had more training. I'm assuming it says I'm sorry. Because it's an unsent draft. For the commander, I'm so sorry. We managed to push the Kett back from Tekix, but they knew we were coming, had traps laid out before we even crested the peak. Arjan didn't make it. He went down covering our saboteur, took out nearly a dozen Ket before he fell. You'd have been so proud of him. I wanted to let you know before word got back in a less delicate way. I'll tell Ascal to hold off on sending the notice. You should be able to break the news to your parents yourself, Commander. I truly am sorry. I know this must be difficult to read, but know that Arjan Dozil was a hero today.
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Is it just you here?
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Voeld.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
Photosynthesis,
I'll come back if I need
baby.
anything.
I'll be here.
Jarl, have you come back to us?
Briefly.
And these must be the strangers I've heard so much about. You know, if not for Jarl, I might kill you.
Oh, okay.
This is my friend, Maisie. She helps supply the resistance.
That must be difficult out here.
Jarl's the brave one.
How do you get supplies with the Ket everywhere?
The same way we came. There are caves and hidden paths all over Voeld.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through the caves, little by little.
Children?
Their size makes it hard for the Ket to detect. We all do what we can out here, even children.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have almost nothing left. What I do have, we need if we're going to stand any chance against the Ket. Maybe if you clear that Ket station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you.
Okay.
How do you feel about Ephra?
Some speak ill of the man, but his plan is bold and the resistance is important. I'll do what I can to help until I can't help anymore.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Just make sure you return Jarl to us.
I will. Medical supplies. Pick these bad boys
These
up.
are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
Okay. Dropping off medical supplies. Gotta do 3 of them. So we're gonna drop them off over there. Oh. Here. Olisk, we sent a shuttle with enough medical supplies to last you through the cycle. Did you ever receive them? Our tracking signal went dark after we left the supplies at the drop point. Please respond and let us know they got to you safely. Looks like that's a job for us.
True to the resistance.
Olisk is in charge of requisitions. We should speak with him.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Once I leave and go outside. Okay. Then it updates. That makes much more sense. I was like, oh, I don't have to drop off the medical supplies very far at all. Okay. Very far away. That comes later then. Where's Olisk? Where's he at?
It's good to be back.
He's nearby at least.
Friends here.
Let's try to make a good first impression.
They know I'm not gonna eat them, right?
Ooh, we got some Angara armor. Nice.
Heard about the Ket ambush.
Didn't even have to make it.
Good to see you again, Commander Dozil.
Commander Dozil.
And you, Jarl. This is the alien. The one you think can help us.
Yes. This is Ryder, of the Andromeda Initiative.
I am Anyik Dozil. Remember the name, because if you betray us, I will kill you myself. Be assured that what I do to you will make the stars turn their faces and grow dark.
Where's my flirty response? You have nothing to fear.
I have no intention of betraying you.
Say what you want. It is the hands that reveal true intention. If you wish to prove yourself, be an ally in our fight against the Ket. Despite our best efforts, their growing forces remain a threat to our people. Speak to our lookouts, who watch the valley. They'll know where our need is dire. Jarl, watch them. And be careful yourself, my friend.
I always am.
Okay. Look at that stance.
Don't you have something to do?
Okay. Bloody hell, mate. Alright, Ket surveillance. Let's have a look. Surveillance records. Ket leader checks weapon. And then they check weapon again. Wraith herd. Ket leader. Glitch and feed. Ket leader checks weapon for 5th time today. Ket leader delivers 2-hour-long speech to underlings. He reports in and immediately checks weapon. Okay. Hour-long speech. He just loves to hear himself talk. Perfect.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything is running fine.
Do you know what's hilarious about listening to all of the more and more I listen to the Angarans, the funnier it is when like when you listen to Turians and talk and Krogans talk and stuff like that, they have a very particular way that they speak. Olisk just sounds like a sprite young chap that you talk to down the road, you know? Like, the accent, the accents of these aliens is so human, it's hilarious.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
There's a little bit of voice modulation on the Angarans when they speak, but it's very human. It's very human.
Joe, my friend.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
Nice. Scout Distranger. Olisk, I took a party to the supply drop point. When we got there, everything was gone. Our contact was missing. The snow showed signs of activity, multiple individuals. The Ket, maybe? I'll keep this quiet until you can get it sorted.
They all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies.
So the drop point. Okay. Actually, fuck. I forget that I'm walking around this whole room and I didn't scan anything yet. Anything in here I can have a look at. Forget that these are things I need to do.
That's the planet, with everything on it.
You don't win a war without good organization.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
Hold. Hostile patrol approaching. Hope they give me a patrol soon. You think I'll see any Ket?
You think I'll see any Ket? To Intelligence Officer Cass. We're seeing an increase in activity around Janik. The Ket have erected a barrier of some kind around the dig. Scouts have spotted abducted Angara moving around behind the shield. Looks like the Ket have them working on something. We can't tell what it is. Also, more reports of abductions. The Ket appear to have stopped trying to attack the Dara, too well defended. That's good. However, looks like they've focused their attacks on people traveling across the planet. Ambushes have increased. We should make sure the warning gets out. Okay.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Voeld. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
Okay.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Voeld is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Voeld?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Techiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Ket, yes. The largest, Estraya, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Estraya.
It's the recent focus of Ket attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Ket learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us into the cold and expect us to give in. They underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they'd need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Ket are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols with the Dara means fewer raids on Ket camps. The Ket know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Jeez, mate. I must continue scanning your stuff while I'm around here. You mind if I scan your stuff?
Squadron at Varroa.
I need research points.
To allow them access to our base.
When you gotta just slowly walk around everywhere to scan everything. Alright. I keep forgetting that when I walk in like main rooms. It's always a good idea to walk around with the scanner out. There we go. Alright, now let's go down here. It'd be cool if it was one of those scanners that was like, you press a button, it does like sort of like a pulse, and then it highlights things around you that you can scan. I would like that instead of like holding an Omni tool scanning. Maybe the Omni tool sits out like a pulse, and then yeah, just highlight it instead, and then you can scan it that way. That would be nice. Oh, okay, so we're outside again. So the drop point is there. Alright, I don't have...
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
I do not have a vehicle yet.
But I brought the snacks.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
I never get care packages from
Life support restored.
You're so good at guilting me, Zeke.
Whoa! Didn't mean to sneak up.
Jesus.
Your commander said you could show us the valley.
Zeke, I don't want to talk to it. You talk to it.
Ryder has a name.
You named it. How'd you even tell them apart?
Stars, Beniska, just stop talking. Yeah, we can show you the valley. What are you looking for?
I'm here to help your people. Know anyone who needs it?
We've got reports from Hajara about someone trying to rescue a kidnapped family. See those red lights? That's it. If you're here to help, like the commander says, you could start there. Anything else?
Those red lights. You said that's Hijara?
Yes. Hijara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How does anyone live out here?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Bisan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Yeah, you behave. We're watching you.
That means we're gonna need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, Ryder.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
There it is, baby. Now I can have my... Now I can have my car.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Cool. Forward station protocol engaged. Oh yeah, so every time we get a new forward station, we get new information on this, which is cool. So it's more data needed, but once we get more forward stations, there'll be more information that comes out. Activate the Nomad. Make it appear out of thin air.
Okay, Sam, what's Voeld got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Voeld.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
Any suggestions on how to get on Ephra's good side?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hijara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Voeld's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Angarans rock up here and adapt to the cold so they can live here. Ryder rocks up and changes the whole environment. Fuck your adaptive ability. We are changing this planet because I said so. Okay, Liam Costa has an update. We're getting closer with Liam. He's dedicated and struggling to find ways for the people of the initiative to understand the Angara and integrate in Helios. Cool. Gil. You've shot the breeze with Gil a few times. He's invited you to hang out socially for poker, and there's mutual attraction between you. We're going to break his heart when we start just flirting with Vetra all of a sudden. Voeld from the Milky Way. The initiative identified Voeld as Habitat 6, a golden world projected to be a life-sustaining and temperate garden world. This is confirmed by Angaran historians. Voeld was once a heavily populated and thriving Angaran colony. During the Scourge event, gravitational distortions affected Voeld's orbit. Models from the Nexus Tech Lab show how this triggered a minor ice age. The Angara were forced to withdraw to a few urban centers, with the rest of Voeld's population scattered in smaller settlements. Voeld is therefore both culturally and strategically important to the Angara and has drawn the attention of the Ket. Reports suggest a significant military presence on both sides as the Angaran resistance fight to defend Voeld's population and protect the ice-encased remains of their world. It'd be so cool if, because they were saying that this world, Voeld, is like the world where the fight is taking place. Like there's like the ground war and stuff. It would be cool if like while we're here on this cliff edge and you look out in the distance, just you could imagine like seeing like fighting taking place in the distance. Like you'd see like explosions happening, or like you'd be able to like hear fighting off in the distance and see it. That would be really cool. Considering they've stated that this is supposed to be like essentially, yeah, where it's all happening. But this is what we're all going to explore. So this will be our vault area. We will settle this cold rock.
And continuing to fall.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Yeah, I can do that.
Downhill's always more fun.
Yep. Okay.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
I'd live here, but then I could probably live anywhere.
That's my ship. We've already come around to our ship. Okay. So, Jara is the closest one. So, let's go there. What was this one? This is reaching the drop point. Alright, let's do her, Jara first. It's like basically on the way. We were told to follow the lights, but fucking whatever. See, I found the lights again. Beautiful.
Temperature's back to normal.
That is a ket ship. Okay.
Ket, come!
Ah, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna step out of the vehicle and get killed immediately. Whoa, there's a new enemy type. Hold on. Destined. Now I think we read about the Destined already, but we haven't seen them yet. Look at Drac go. That's my boy over there. Interesting. I need to scan them. Get added to my thing, please. He still got that grenade throw off as he died.
I need help here.
Why are you standing there, just getting hit? And then if I do this, biotic combo. That was my first time using the lance in the field. So we did that last episode. So we're currently rocking the pull, and then we can do a combo with lance after that. So that's fun. That's fun. Did that? I think this just got added to the... Yes, the Destined. Ooh. Alright, so they've been added to the Codex. Destined are described as intercepted communications... intercepted communications as ancestral Ket who act as battlefield commanders. They rally infantry into tightly cohesive units, providing shield support and directing operations from the center. The most interesting characteristic of the Destined is their ability to produce an obscuring smoke cloud without mechanical assistance. They're just farting, then. They do be farting. Preliminary studies suggest Destins have internal sacs. Yeah, they do be farting. They have internal sacs that excrete carbonate-rich compounds, which include a melanin-like pigment. When expelled into the air at will, internal acids trigger a gas evolution reaction, and the pigment expands to cover the battlefield, cloaking other Ket allies. While studies suggest it is not harmful, breathing the cloud for extended periods is not recommended. That is the most scientific way to just to describe they fart. Just delete all of that text, Sam. Replace it with they like to hide in their farts, and we've got a perfectly reasonable codex entry. Whee! Let's fucking go. Oh, that was that. That was already... Okay, we helped those people out. Fuck, should I have spoken to them? There were people there, but there's no icon. I assume they're just going to stand there and say, "Thank you for your help, Pathfinder," and that'll be it. I'm already on my way. Time waits for no man. We've got a path to find. Let's go over here. Go to this drop zone.
Looks like the Ket got here before us.
Hang on a minute. I need to switch to 6-wheel drive.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Okay, we're in the area. There's enemies. Crush them! Oh, fuck. I wish the vehicle could do damage. Use it as mobile cover. Okay, get out on the side that they're stood on. Good idea. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. These are fucking Rokar. Damn. Okay, hold on. He's got shields. Of course you have shields. God damn it. Do you have time to pose for a picture, please, love? Thank you. Oh, I forgot to pull first. And of course I targeted the wrong person. Going swimmingly. Alright. Just got to take your picture, love. Thank you. Thank you very much. You ain't sharpshooting me. Okay, and then we go this, and then we go... Get comboed. Thank you.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect...
They're the Rokar.
The datapad nearby.
I love that. I love that I know more than my own character sometimes. That's what reading the Codex does. But I mean, not everybody reads the Codex, so it makes sense. It's always just like a funny little disconnect between me and my character. I've provided the location for a new drop point. Supply drop is scheduled for later today, so get there quickly. If the stars are with us, the drop will contain shield tech. I must remind you again about discretion. You are not to reveal your mission to anyone. If Ephra hears we're building a stockpile, it will take action. We must keep this up for as long as possible. Skies guide you. Aksul. There you go.
Aksul? Should I know about it?
That's a conversation for another time.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
That's a conversation for another time. No need. Sam's already told me about it in the Codex. It's fine. I already know. Let's take a look. So with Andromeda species. Okay, so it goes in Outlaws, and it gives us a spoiler image already of something that we can see later on, which look to be humans. These are probably the exiles. I assume these are the exiles from Helios, probably. Wait, what am I reading right now? Okay. This isn't what I just scanned, is it? It's just showing Raider and Sharpshooter. This isn't the... What? Okay. Equipped with custom-modified sniper rifle, Sharpshooters accompany raiding parties as scouts. The skill of many is ironically the result of initiative colonist defense training before leaving the Milky Way. Strategically, it was believed that well-armed snipers would be simple but effective. So, we're seeing... we're getting a generic Codex entry for Sharpshooters and Raiders because we just killed Rokar Raiders and Sharpshooters, but the Codex entry is just sort of like a base thing because it's talking about our exiles as well, because some were individuals who joined the Andromeda Initiative and they were exiled after the uprising, and then others chose to seek their fortune elsewhere. How interesting. Okay. So we're getting a bit of a sneak peek at the exiles from the whole Nexus Uprising thing. Even though we scanned the Rokar. So the Codex is a little bit inconsistent in that regard then. Guess we just have to you just have to deal with that, I suppose. Oh no, wait, hang on a minute. That's Hijara. I guess I picked something different. I'm confusing myself. We haven't done the Hijara thing yet. I thought it was over too soon. That makes sense. I love the Nomad though. I do love the Nomad. Oh, hang on, there was Ket down here, wasn't there? Let's drop in. Hello everybody. Is anyone here? Oh. No? Alright. No one's here then. Just take a look, shall we?
There's an Angaran device in this camp, Pathfinder. I can provide more information via your scanner. This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
Okay. Scan bugs. I guess we'll find them scattered around the place. I'm surprised that's all that there is to scan here, but there you go. Alrighty. So they should be most likely scattered around the map. I need to get to a heater because my character is getting pretty cold in these dangerous environment. Where are we? Well, I'm coming close to my first mineral to scan, apparently, because I haven't done that on EOS yet. Get a codex entry, which is a message to the Anointed.
My sensors read a mineral not found in my database, Pathfinder.
That's something we can scan for Chief Lucan?
It would improve his geophysics VI considerably.
Okay. Does it tell me the exact... Okay, it's just in the area. Is it not these thingies? Oh. Lithium. Oh, hang on. It's still... No. Wait. This one. Iridium. 1 out of 16. I can't harvest it myself. There you go. I've scanned my first mineral. Oh, there might be a bug in here. Oh, and there's Ket in here. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I'm almost... Hang on a minute. I'm almost out of ammo. Shoot. I need a resupply. Machine pistol time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's Drac. Drac stood right in the way of the enemy that was there. Oh, yeah, they are still invisible. Yeah, what the fuck? I thought I killed him. Oh, shit. Oh my god. I'm getting outmatched by these Destins, dude. And I do not have good equipment. Can revive you from behind cover. Nice. There we go. Oh, he fucking dodged my shit. You asshole. I'm gonna be almost all out of ammo in a sec. I got 1 kill. Okay. 4 bullets left. Is there any ammo in this camp? Yes, there is. Okay, there's ammo in this camp. I can't take your shields down. Can you guys do something? I miss.
Support failure is imminent.
My life support. Great. You guys remember when you could give your squad mates commands and actually tell them to do their... You could actually tell them to do their abilities. That's an unfortunate thing that I miss. It's a bit strange that they decided to take that away. The only commands you have is go here or come to me. There's no, hey, do your concussive shot. You know? It's quite interesting.
That's something we can scan for Chief Lucan?
It would improve his geophysics VI considerably.
Okay. Alright, I need to think about... I need to get the ammo from in here. Curve around, do a bit of this. Oh, the ice. Driving on the ice. Alright. Alright, team, give me a sec. We're fucking in and out. Need some fucking ammo, let's go. Good thing ammo crates are universal in this fucking galaxy.
Scanning the body may provide more information.
go, team. Get him. Oh, there is an anointed right there. Get javelined, you punk ass. Where's those destined at? Chilling right here. Just shoot at the smoke. Shoot at their farts. Shoot their farts, team. He's so high in the air. Nice. Are we good? Anyone else here? Good. Heat up. Is that a cat ship? Oh, it's just the sound of the heater. Never mind.
The Ket planted a chip in this Angara.
A tracking chip? Can you reverse it to get a nav point?
The chip is disabled, but if I receive more scans, I could repair the signal.
Oh. We're gonna get that a lot, aren't we? You gotta scan more stuff all the time, Sam. I thought you were advanced. I want a refund on this AI. Edie would only need one scan. Alright. We got ammo. We heated up our butts. We can proceed. What is that? What is that? Look at this. I want your picture taken? An echidna. Yep, that's what I think. Let me get a little bit close to you. There you go. An echidna, Andromeda wildlife, a massive bipedal monotreme with an astringent long-range speed attack and a dense, agile tail that can swipe to a devastating effect. Well, it's not attacking us yet, so no reason to just... That's first contact protocol. Okay, it spat at us.
What was that meal that you cooked for us last night? I call it Drac Surprise.
Huh?
Wait, we've had that before. It tasted quite different. That's the surprise.
Drac Surprise. Okay.
Remnant pillars ahead. Be careful, Ryder. That looks like Ket salvage. Be careful, Ryder.
Get ready to fight!
Oh, there's so many of them, dude. This is why I should have more grenades. Okay. Oh man, getting rid of Medigel was one of the one of the worst things that they could have chosen to do for this game, I think. It's like, why would they do that? Why would they steal my Medigel? And you can only, you know... It's just weird. It's just weird that you can only heal at boxes. What kind of army doesn't, you know, pack some first aid kits with them?
A remnant site is ahead.
Very weird.
Defense systems may be active.
Okay, we got Remnant chilling out here, and then we got Ket on the other side.
Nice work.
Heads to headshot. Ooh, creeper. I think I've. You run out of ammo so quick, especially when you shoot like an idiot. Thank you. Owe it all to my amazing skills as Pathfinder. Is that a different enemy? That's not the echidna. That's a different enemy. There's another one in there. There's another one. What's this? A galorn. Let me take a picture of that. Galorn ass. Thank you. Immense hoofed creatures with plates that appear lit and odd, colourful glands that span their face and jaw, related to the Torg, which is something we haven't found yet. Galorn charge and headbutt when provoked. Don't provoke him, Drac! Run away! You Krogan. Oh. Oh, apparently pulling your guns out provokes things. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Alright, I need to... It's great having a vehicle that does no damage to things. You can't run things over. There's just design flaws in the Andromeda Initiative's equipment. You know, like, should we have ammo resupplies in the Nomad? Yeah. Should we have health resupplies in the Nomad? Yeah. Should we be able to...
I detect unusual signals from that Angara, Pathfinder.
Oh, did it not save?
The body.
It didn't save after we did that.
I've added it to my database. I still need more information to repair the tracking signal.
I thought the checkpoint was after. Good thing I came back for ammo. Yeah, it's such a bizarre choice that we don't have health or ammo resupplies on us. You gotta find it in the wild, and it's not in the Nomad. It can only be found at, like, you know, obviously we can do like a forward station, which is cool, but if you're going out into the field, you'd want to have basic first aid on you. I suppose I can't save because I'm in the middle of a... We're at the mercy of checkpoints, and we don't know when the checkpoints come in.
What do
because we're on a priority mission.
For fun.
Define fun.
Never mind.
Jarl and Drac have some good banter, which is nice at least. That's good. Let's just focus on the main mission, and hopefully we'll get checkpoints. Because I cannot save manually. Seeing if I can scan that. Never know. Ishara station.
Ishara is a research station, mostly focusing on Voeld's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Oh. For some reason, because there's a... Oh my god. I've got... Okay. Why have I done this to myself? For some reason I saw the Ket vehicle, so I assumed I'd be getting into a fight, but I think they're just chilling.
Ice everywhere and they hang on to that piece. What's so special about it?
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%.
Thank you.
The main axle's got iced up again. What's causing it?
Probably an issue with the de-icing system. I'll take a look.
The Angaran accents are so bizarre.
I saw your ship land earlier. Impressive vehicle.
I was about to say the same to you. Is that thing Ket?
Sure is. On our last dig, the Ket destroyed our land cruiser. So I decided to repurpose one of theirs. It's only fair.
That's badass.
You stole from the Ket? You're my hero.
From what I hear, you're doing a lot more than just stealing from them.
Is using Ket machinery common out here?
Only if we stumble on it, or steal it. Mostly we stay away from their stuff, in case it's a trap.
They set traps?
Sometimes they rig their machines to explode and lay them out for us. I'd say they're clever, but they learned it from us.
What do you do here besides jacking vehicles?
I was a civil engineer on Aya. Now I'm a mechanic for the research equipment here. 1 minute you're designing an aqueduct, the next you're elbow deep in an ice drill.
That's a big change.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's tough out here, but every day is exciting. Besides, I can get on without me. Ajara Station needs me.
Do you work with Remnant tech?
Not really. I can't activate it, so there's no point. Those tool structures with the lights are fascinating, though. I'd love to get inside one and tinker around. If you're interested, they're north of here.
Okay. I'll get going.
Stay warm.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try, mate. Ice block. Solid block of ice was hewn from one of Voeld's frozen seas. It appears to be a focus of study for Angaran researchers.
Janleth, I'm pretty sure
the
there's
alien.
something here.
We heard
Not probably
reports.
affected by the scourge.
Can't imagine anything
The
here
microbe
interests
variety
you.
in the top layer is completely different.
Why not?
Contain
I
traces
heard this was a
of
research
radioactive
station.
isotopes.
I'm always interested in exploratory science.
I wasn't expecting that. I never heard that about you. Now, is there anything you need from me?
Ice talkers.
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijara. We're right above an inland sea, and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
Okay.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the cat showed us the same courtesy.
Just coming in here to have a look at what this is. An integrated tech node. Just coming in to scan your stuff and leave.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that rider alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Janleth, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing, an angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay, that's what Janleth says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
I'm wondering if the Angarans, a lot of the accents on the Angarans are kind of like a weird Australian accent. Kind of. Some of them have like these weird Australian accents, like the American Australian accents, and it makes me, I'm picking up on it that I wonder if the pronunciation, because the spelling, you know, how they say Australia, if it's their way of saying Australia, but spacey, but alien in nature. So they all kind of have like the weird Australian accents, and it just sounds like they're saying Australia when they say Australia. But they're just like shortening it down. I wonder if that's intentional. It kind of feels like it.
This isn't a Voeld. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back under cover.
The human is listening to us.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp. Even healed minor injuries.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and I'd like to survive.
What I can teach wouldn't help. Different biology.
Your body can't store a charge.
If you go too long without sunlight, do you get sick?
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that, and we're no use to anyone.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Good luck out there.
I'm ready to go, Pasi.
Not so fast.
You still don't know how to read a weather pattern. Found an abandoned supply pack on the eastern plain.
Do we have a plan for the...
Okay. Yavara. Don't know what to do, knoweth. The outsiders are killing Yavara. We don't have a means to stop them. There are so few left. What if our last piece of living history goes extinct? How do we live with ourselves if we do nothing? A path of mine to go out there and stop them. I can't let the Yavara suffer like this. I won't let their song be silenced. Knoweth. We made it to that mountain peak you had your eye on. You were right. It's an Aroc nesting ground. I wish you could see it, Knoweth. I've never seen so many infant Irocs in one place. They seem to be working together as a community to care for their young. It's behavior no biologist has witnessed before. What we're seeing today could change IROC research for years. I don't know how you knew this would be here, but your instincts were spot on yet again. I can't wait for you to see the holo captures I've taken.
Send the seismology team to scout it first. I don't want to cause an avalanche digging
No.
around there. Heard there was an alien lurking about the place. Don't try to start something. We're all combat trained by the Resistance and prepared to die.
Okay.
And try not to disturb our data probes. Our research is valuable, though it may not mean much to you.
What's your focus out here?
Glacial movement, seismology, climate, anything Aya needs from us. Resources are tight, so our scientists know a bit of everything. That way, we're prepared for anything.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protected out here. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold weather fungus.
All that was hidden under the ice?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered for Hijara.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here for the adventure. So far, Voeld has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
So you're just giving up? You're that alien people have been talking about.
Everyone's just the same thing. You're that bloomin' alien.
To fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
You made a quick decision about me.
You got me. I hoped that if I flattered you, you'd help me rescue my uncle, Nilj.
You don't need to manipulate Ryder.
I had to try something. If the Ket move Nilj from the labor camp, we'll never find him again. Will you do it? Will you help me?
Will you help me?
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
Damn, kid. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilj may not have much time.
Okay. Well, sure we can squeeze in some time to do that while we settle this whole planet. Got nothing better to do. We ain't pathfinding a whole galaxy or anything. Yeah. I can't get in here. Yeah, there we go. Irritated researcher. What researcher isn't irritated?
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample.
I can't. There we go.
Someone said they saw an alien arrive at the Resistance base.
Try asking Armroll about
Now here you are. Oh, I wish I could talk. I've got to get this sky-cursed piece of junk working. It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Is there something I can do?
Maybe. I didn't think you'd be familiar with our machines. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
Okay.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean... Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
Okay. So we'll find some other shit as well. Assume that's another bonus task that's been added.
Temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Can I turn Sam's temperature reminders off? Because I am aware. I am well aware, my boy.
Temperature is normal.
Okay, thank you. Let's get this forward drop point down.
At 100%.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. Let's get this operating station. Yeah.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Good.
Some of my parts weren't made for these temperatures.
I'm freezing my quads off.
Are you going the right way?
Mining zones have been added to your nav system.
You don't have heating in that suit, Drac? Okay, here we go. So, planet named Voeld, origin Angaran. They didn't give us much. Generating surface weather map. Okay. We need to wait for more information. Alright, so we've landed on Voeld. 6% viability, ready to put an outpost down straight away. We've got obviously a lot more that we can do here. So this is going to be a fun romp as we navigate a new world, stabilize the environment, kill some Ket, learn some things, you know, rinse and repeat on every planet, and then that's the game. I'm enjoying Voeld. I'm enjoying learning more about the Angaran. We've learned some more about them this episode, and every piece of codex entry about them is always very juicy, so I'm enjoying that a lot. But we're going to bring this episode of Mass Effect Andromeda to a close. Thank you so much for joining me today. Next time we explore more of Voeld, we'll rescue some Angarans, kill some Ket. The world's our oyster, you know, or in this case, the galaxy. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.